What's up, guys? It's the Man of Dorks here. My name's Jeremy,
I'm Brandon.
and we're here back after a good hiatus of seeing all this stuff going on with Magic. We want to just do a little podcast and talk about some of the changes that's happened in the past and some of the community just being toxic. We just want to voice our opinions on it, what's upcoming, what would happen, and just give you guys some intel on and opinions on the matter.
Yeah, so a lot has unfolded over the past few weeks and like month or two. First up, we could just jump to it. We got the bans. So we got Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, Dockside, Nadu all banned. Pretty big hits.
Nadu, I definitely seen coming.
Nadu was pretty like the general consensus of the community was like, yeah, he's a problem. Commander was a little less so, but still kind of people weren't surprised by it. Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus though were
Those
complete blindsides for most players. Pretty much everybody.
Yeah, because that gets rid of turn 1, 2 possible commanders, and
Well, in the past, the RC has stressed, they like slower games and stuff like that, but they never said like Mana Crypt or Jewel Lotus were on the radar. So those were pretty.
That was a bad blindside. That a lot of our decks had those cards in it. Dockside as well. That hurt. I don't really see a problem with Dockside. I get he does make nasty combos, but to me it's just a really good red staple.
Mm-hmm.
Like he is CEDH worthy. You see him in a lot of CEDH decks. You can do combos with him, with a Tully Food Chain. But other than that, I really didn't see a point in smacking him.
No, see, my thing with Dockside, he scales well with the table, with the power level of the table. So even if you're playing at lower power level tables,
he's not going
to be generating as many treasures as if he would at higher
a lot, because the higher table have a bunch of the moxes, cheaper mana rocks, and it just artifact spam's pretty heavy in higher power.
Mm-hmm. Enchantments also with Ristic, Smothering.
Yeah, so he would see a lot more utility. A lot more. So like CDH wise, he's nasty. Lower power, he's mid range. He speeds you up a little bit.
Yeah.
It all depends on table stats. Like it's whatever people have in terms of power on the board will determine his utility.
Right.
Mana Crypt, in all honesty, like a lot of people, like Soul Ring's a staple in all the decks. Like it comes with all commander decks. I think there was some kind of mentioning that they're not going to include Soul Ring in any more decks.
Really?
I've seen some kind of post in the group about it. Which that
would be weird.
It would be, because it's a staple card, but I actually could see Soul Ring being more of a problem than Crypt. Even though Crypt's free, you still take that potential 3 life loss every turn.
Mm-hmm.
So if it were Soul Ring's just a 1-drop free 2 mana every, I would, in my opinion, I would rather see Soul Ring go before Mana Crypt, because they could also drop the price of Mana Crypt. They can reprint it, and it'd be more versatile for budgeted players to have a little bit faster mana rock and make their decks a little bit nicer. But that was a big blindside as well. And Lotus, it's only viable in Commander, really.
Hang on, we'll have the people saying, in that one
combo,
and was it Legacy or whatever? I don't know the format.
Yeah, they make the mana, then a copy it, make more mana, and then that mana can be spent for other stuff. But it's just like,
other than that, it's basically useless. So
I just don't see why that's a good ban. I was upset with some of the bans, but some of this community, guys, come on, like, who wants to make death threats?
Yeah, that was
on a community over a few cards getting banned.
Yeah, that was excessive.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh level excessive. I've been in the Yu-Gi-Oh community for a while, and some people get salty over a ban list, but man, I've never seen death threats though.
Yeah, that was rough. At the end of the day, it's just cardboard. It's a game that we play together to have fun. Even if you're competing, like, it's at the end of the day, it's a game. You can't take this to the point where you're threatening to harm others. That's too much.
Yeah,
it's unacceptable.
Yeah, we're all here to have fun with it. I get like if you're really competitive and like you are a CDH player, some of those hits, oh yeah, they hurt. They really do hurt. But you still got subs. You got Mana Vault, you got the Monolith, the Grim Monolith, and Basalt Monolith. Those are also good substitutes. I mean, you got Mox Amber. It's not like it's the end of the world. I get
there's alternatives. You know, there's even the suspend artifacts like Soul Talisman and Mox Tantalite. They don't drop for 2 or 3 turns, but they're low cost. Mox is even free to suspend it. I think it's like two maybe turns. 3 turns later.
2 turns. I think it's 2 turns equivalent to like the Tantalite. Is that the one that's the Rainbow Rock, the Arcane?
Yeah, it's a free Arcane Signet.
Yeah, so that's the 2 turn, and then it's the same with the Tantalite. It's or the whatever.
Soul Talisman. I believe that one's a suspend 3. If I'm not mistaken.
3 for you just suspend it. Yeah,
and I think that's actually a 1 suspend.
Yeah, it's like a Soul Ring. I know it's
either way. The low cost mana rocks that are alternatives. It's just people don't want to play those because they don't come down immediately, and you can't
Yeah,
use them immediately. So
it's literally all about the utility. People want the speed of the game.
I play those in some decks, and they work great. You don't get them immediately, but they are great setup for.
Well, you and your Rebecca, I mean, you get them practically like that.
Yeah.
But it's just death threading over a ban list and forcing people to resign, making Commander good, balanced. That's not a way to do it. You can petition the rule committee, talk to them like, hey, we feel this is a little too much. Can we like reconsider? Like,
there are avenues you can take before
you should never
automatically and instantly resulting to death threats.
You should never result to any kind of violence or death threats, anything like that, because that can end up just tearing this game apart, and we don't want that. And just like rule 0 them. If you don't like it and your group's okay with it, rule 0 them in with your play group. Like we've been playing without them just because we want to see what the playstyle, how it shifts.
We want to see the meta shift and see how it feels and stuff now.
It is a little different not having those because my Urza deck cried a little bit. I won't lie. I was a little sad losing some of those cards.
No turn 1 Urza and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. Nadu, it's like we invested money, got Nadu stuff pieces, and then immediately, bam! It's like, oh,
that's fine, but it's
at least we got to play a little.
Most of the deck was like just good Simic stuff. You know
good
what I mean?
Simic staples.
So I put in other decks, so I'm not hurting that bad.
Like
there's a few cards that I paid good money for, like Umbral Mantle and Shuko when they were hot and stuff. Now they're worthless, but
it is what it is.
That's the Twitch.
That's the give and take game. High risk, high reward. And sometimes if you gamble, you lose.
Yeah. And we had lots of fun with Nadu before he was banned. So
yeah, we did a 2-headed giant 2 Nadu versus our other 2 players in our play group, and they were not happy. Once they seen it, they're like, really? And it's safe to say we won that game.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's the ban list is no big deal, and now the new rule committees they're considering readjusting the ban list. They're going to examine, see what's overpowered and stuff. Like, what are some cards that you think you could see coming back that
coming off the ban list?
Yeah.
There's a few. Gifts Ungiven is one of them. It's a blue tutor. I think it's 3 others. You search for, I think it's 3 cards, 3 or 4 cards, and then you have an opponent choose 2 of them that you can or can't cast. Either way, it's a kind of tutor that basically, if you're in a winning position and you're just grabbing combo pieces that no matter what they choose, you're gonna get what you need to win the game. So that's one that I think might see an unban.
I'd like to see Biorhythm come off.
Biorhythm,
yeah, because it's 8 mana, 2 green, 6 generic, so it's you'd have to ramp into it, and it also goes by board state. It's all based on creatures, so each player's life total becomes the amount of creatures they have. You would have to consistently board wipe and make them have no creatures just to win off of it.
I can see that coming unbanned pretty fairly. I don't think
it's not a. It's one of my favorite cards. I played in 60 card constructed when we played for fun with no ban list. I ran it because, it was fun to pull off. You could pull it off. You started with 20 life. You have like 50 creatures. Now my life's 50. Your life's at 2. What's the difference between that and Sorin Makarov, where Sorin can make someone's life total 10 like that?
That's a good point.
And he's a lot cheaper to bring out. sure, Soren. I think that's Soren's ultimate to make someone's life total 10. But if you can pull that off, you literally drop someone from 40 to 10, or if they're playing life game, whatever number they're at to 10, and biorhythm. I get it does it can hit harder, but it's a lot more expensive and it can be countered fairly easy in the game.
I feel like it's a little more narrow of a card in the fact that it's not going to play in every deck, like in every deck that has.
It's like a gimmick card.
You're going to be in a creature heavy deck, and you're going to be maybe not mono green, but like
anything,
but green heavy.
Yeah, green landfall, simic landfall, anything that you. Yeah, so squirrels, landfall, excuse.
It's only 2 green pips, so it's not too hard to if you're playing like three color or something maybe.
But yeah, not all green decks. You'd have to be playing a lot of tokens. It needs to be in a token heavy deck, or in that manner. Like it has to be creature based. If you're not playing creature based, like slivers could run it because slivers. If you're making a red green deck and if it's like you're mixing Krenko with some kind of green ramp, then you can have a bunch of goblins that would work. Not really, but just example wise. Same with Nadu when he was legal. You made all those tokens, which the scoot and everything, and you could biorhythm if you didn't want to swing out with your tokens or use Thoracle. So why didn't they ban Thoracle? I see Thoracle winning a lot.
It's one of the best cards in the game.
I know, in demonic consultation with Thoracle, that's more of a problem than Dockside. Because that's a guaranteed win. But I get it. It's a situation. You have to have no cards in your deck, but a lot of people can pull that off relatively easily in Commander.
Yeah, some other ones I would say could be unbanned, like Primeval Titan maybe.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hell, I'd even Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. I'd say make it instead unban it for Commander, but she can't be the Commander. Instead, limit her where she can't be the Commander because extra turns, Commander Interstruct. Yeah, right. Yeah. That make it where she can be in the 99. Just ban her as the Commander in general. Because the new Eldrazi Commander, he's pretty solid. The 5 color, he's not bad. And then having all the other Annihilators in the deck would be fairly nice. So I could see her coming out, she's not as strong as she used to be with all the new stuff, but she still is really powerful. There is no doubt she is powerful because she has protection from colored. That's what makes her disgusting. She does have protection from colored spells. So you'd have to board wipe her essentially, not target her. You'd have to use a Toxic Deluge.
What about a Null Elemental Blast? What is from MH3? I know that's counter a target colorless spell or.
Well, no, she has. I don't know if she can be countered or not.
But I think it also has a second option: destroy target colorless permanent, or maybe that's.
But you'd have to be as long as it's not a colored card. If it's Devoid and says colorless, I think that would work.
Because I'm not completely sure that no Blast even does that. I might have just made something up, so I don't know.
But yeah, she's really hard to get over. I see why she's a problem as a commander because she's 15-15, with Annihilator 6. If she comes out as a commander, you do pick up your cards because you're getting another turn. She's swinging on someone's losing 6 cards. I see why she's banned for that reason. But I wouldn't have a problem with her coming back for the 99. I wouldn't want her as a commander because of the power that she does have. But 99.
Well, they don't do that anymore, do they? The banned as a commander.
I'm not too sure. I don't think so. But it's just, I could see that being a fair balance for her to bring her back. And then there's that one guy, I can't remember his name. He's 5 colors. Goelith or something, I can't remember. The Tireless Pilgrim.
Golos.
I knew it started with a G. Golos, he's also not as strong now. With all the new stuff,
he's still a strong commander.
Oh yeah, no,
he's still very strong. But I think that he's not going to dominate the meta like he did back then.
Yeah, because there's way more out here now.
The fact that he was a colorless 5 color commander had just so much value. Everyone was playing it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's what led him to be banned. There was too many of him. But yeah, just in general, there's some cards on there that can come off. I'm hoping to see some adjustments made, see some nice cards come out, and I don't know. Hopefully, the new rule committee does good, and we don't make death threats to them to fix something. I mean,
well, the new rules committee has been announced.
yeah, I seen
all the.
I seen the list.
Yep,
yeah.
all of them have been listed and stuff. They're actually paid employees now. I know the previous rules committee was
They were they worked alongside,
were
but they weren't
volunteers
paid
from the community. But yeah, I think they're actually paid now, so they're paid employees. I'm assuming they have protections from WOTC from these kind of threats and other stuff. You know? So that's kind of interesting to see. That's I think a good thing. So
yeah, that would be interesting to see how it goes.
Another thing that I kind of want to talk about maybe is Mystery Booster 2 and kind of how they handled that with the bands. So I'm kind of a little biased because I bought Mystery Booster 2, the convention in a box, festival in a box. But so the way they handled the bands in the festival in a box, they sent out. There was 3 collector packs in the festival in a box. There was Commander Masters, Wild Veldrain, and then the third one was, I cannot think of it right now. Ixalan, Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
Oh, because they had Mana Crypt, you had Lotus.
Two of the packs had cards that were just banned. You know what I mean? So like I opened the packs, and then what was it, like a week or two later, the bands came out, and then I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird that they dumped all of this product that was soon to be banned onto people who bought the festival in a box. So that was kind of like. Yeah. Weird how I think that was handled. Maybe it wasn't intentional. Kind of seems that way, but I'm not too sure. That kind of left a sour taste in my mouth personally, and I know I read online about it did some others as well.
Yeah, it's that they're still pushing out product that the main staples in said product is banned.
Yeah. Well, and they also came out and said that they had been talking about some of these bans. The rules committee had been talking about these bands with WOTC for, I think, around a year prior. So just the fact that they were talking about it this long and they still had this product lined up to sell to people knowing that it was going to be banned in the near future, I think is pretty, I don't know, I don't think that's good business practice, for your consumers to keep people to, keep buying your product. So
yeah, no, they shouldn't do that. It's definitely bad to your customer base if you're pushing out product that you're gonna ban later.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to bring that up, maybe just a little bit, kind of.
Yeah. Hopefully they do something better. They organize themselves better with that. Yeah. It's just a very delicate subject on that. Like it makes the community upset when a base would do something to that level. Here's new product, great commander staples, great staples for this. A week later, I'm sorry, this staple's banned, this staple's banned, this staple's banned, this is banned. And I feel bad for people, like, say the day before that ban list was announced, someone probably bought a Jeweled Lotus, someone probably bought a Mana Crypt, someone probably pulled a Mana Crypt.
And on the other end of that, other side of that coin, there was people who were selling to like Card Market or these other online businesses selling their cards to them. So these online businesses were buying all these Mana Crypts for market price or whatever they were buying, a little under market, and then the next day price
lower than the market.
Yep. So they also took a big hit on that. I know some of them were offering like a rebate kind of refund deal, like if you bought one of the banned cards within a certain time frame.
I think it was within like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. I know, was it Cool Stuff doing that? I'm not sure exactly, but I know some places.
It was on TCG Player. There was a bunch of posts on TCG Player.
So I thought that was pretty nice and pretty cool then.
It was like, because why would you shell out $300 for a crypt and it get banned that next day?
It's pretty uncool,
Yeah.
So, but you want to talk a little bit about Marvel now?
Yeah, I do like that. That's Secret Lair. That's nice.
I'm pretty interested. I'm not a huge Marvel fan, but I have seen some of the Avengers movies and stuff like that. Some of the standalone, like I've seen Iron Man. I've seen some of the Spider-Man, the older ones and stuff like that.
That's weird though. They didn't have any Spider-Man in that. I thought they would have Spider-Man in some of the Marvels.
Well, it's confirmed he's coming out next year, 2025.
Yeah, I just thought I assumed he'd be with this one. But yes, a lot of those are good. Definitely. Captain America is very nasty. I mean, getting equipment, throwing it for damage.
And then reattaching it.
Yeah, and so you can use equipment that has super high equip cost, that has high benefits, and you just free attach it.
A lot of the big equipment spells like Excalibur, things like that, they're getting snatched up in speculation.
You gotta think them swords, all the different swords with Captain America, that would be absolutely
a lot of the big
nasty.
equipment stuff has been getting spec'd on and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then
makes sense.
Then Storm, I mean, she's just messed up, chopping all your spells, giving them Storm. She's going to be meta. I can see her definitely being meta in a Spellslinger deck. Then we got Iron Man, more focused on, focused on equipment, or not equipment, but like artifacts and stuff.
I believe so. Yep.
And then of course you got Wolverine. The Wolverine's my personal favorite. He regenerates. He pumps 1/1 counters. He doubles it. That's gonna be a nasty
aggro kind of like build, man.
And he's a green red too. So. And he has regenerate too. That's really nice. So he has survivability, aggro, and he has 2 really powerful colors. So
yeah,
doubling season and burn and removal. Really nice, really nice. It's a nice set. And that Doctor Strange counterspell. That's nice. How much is that selling for? I've seen people like 200 for it.
300, but
that's high price too.
I think I just seen something recently. They were giving them out at conventions as just like a sign-in card or something like that. So people were like paying $300 for a counterspell that if they would have just waited, it would have been. It was like a door handout at conventions or something. You know what I mean? So,
but it's all the hype train. It really is. Some people. So
if you're missing out, people, it's strong.
Yeah,
it works.
I do not want SpongeBob though. Oh,
my girlfriend wants it. She wants the SpongeBob drop.
When I heard that was announced,
I thought it was. Honestly, when I seen the post,
I thought it was fake.
I thought it was a fake post. I thought it was like a meme, like a joke.
But no.
Kept on reading, did some more research, and it was official post. So that's the world we live in now.
Why do I have a feeling there's going to be like some instant spell called "I'm ready"?
I can see that.
You're going to have SpongeBob, Squidward, probably some Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy stuff. I don't know, man.
It's gonna be hilarious playing and pause with people who are playing.
Like, are they gonna be unique cards, or are they gonna be like reskin of cards? That's what I'm wondering. Because Wolverine's completely unique, Captain America's completely unique, Storm's unique. Those are all unique cards, with some reskins of like Ozolith, other spells.
Right, just
to go with it. Yeah, just because
Commander's Plate.
That's really nice. Commander Plate's nice too. Soul Ring is the arc reactor.
That looks nice.
But I'm just wondering, like, how SpongeBob's going about. Like, I know there's going to be some unique cards. What are they going to have? Jellyfishing, bubble blowing, like, what the hell?
I'm intrigued. Not in a good way though. Like a hesitant like.
I mean, they already did My Little Pony and shit. So.
I missed that one.
That was way back. That was way back though. Oh.
I guess SpongeBob isn't as bad as My Little Pony. So.
No, it's not. But I mean, some people like My Little Pony. I ain't gonna judge it. That's what they like. That's what they like. But I just was not excited. Like when I first got into Magic, what drew me in was Nicol Bolas. You see a big, like the whole storyline with him.
The lore behind him and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You see a big evil dragon turn into a planeswalker controlling realms and everything.
Wasn't he the son of Ugin? I mean,
Ugin and Bolas are brothers.
Wasn't he the son of Ur-Dragon?
I think Ur-Dragon is the father of all dragons, and Tiamat is the mother.
Okay.
But in general, though, Ugin and Bolas are twins, and it's just like, look, that story was perfect all the way through War of the Spark and everything. Everything was good. The art, the cards, the different stuff they added, it was all fun, good.
It's original ideas.
And then
that are running slim nowadays.
now we're going jellyfishing with SpongeBob.
Yeah, speaking of all these Universes Beyond and Secret Lair stuff, you want to talk about the 2025 roadmap that they released?
Yeah, a lot of it's Universes Beyond.
I think if I counted correctly, it's like 4 out of 9 sets maybe with another unconfirmed, like unreleased set. Yeah. I'm not sure, but it's about half the sets this year are Universes Beyond, which is
they got Final Fantasy coming. They did Assassin's Creed. I haven't heard a lot about Assassin's Creed though ever since it took off.
Didn't do much. Didn't sell well from what I heard.
And then it's like I would say the best Universe Beyond they've done is the Fallout. That blew the shelves up. That was a good Universe Beyond. But like if they can't, I get the idea of them wanting to bring stuff in, but I feel like they also need to have some original ideas back up.
Like, yeah, I think there needs to be a balance. I think this is too much Universes Beyond stuff in my opinion. I want like more original ideas with like Universes Beyond stuff splashed in. You know, maybe
like the Chucky stuff for the horror and all that. That was kind of cool. Just like a little layer, but that was kind of cool. I do like that.
Those are just little secret layers though that are
but
usually
the
like
actual Beyond sets, yeah,
existing cards. But the Beyond sets that come with their own cards and new commanders and all that kind of stuff. I think it's just too frequent and too much. I think they're, for lack of a better word, like pimping out the brand.
They're trying to wring out whatever they can get. And
if you want to get technical with it, Hasbro is the parent company, I believe, and they own WOTC. All of their projections, like market projections and the profits and stuff, are down. WOTC is their only profitable business. And I'm almost certain on that. You could fact check it, but just the fact that WOTC is like the tent pole holding up Hasbro is kind of tells me that they're gonna ring them and put pressure on WOTC to milk the consumers. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what we're seeing here. They're bringing in the Universes Beyond stuff and just pumping it.
Yep. And like Duskmorn, Bloomburrow, all those were so good. Like those were different ideas that were really good.
I love Duskmorn, Bloomburrow. Like Outlaws was pretty good too. Like
those weren't bad. Like I would say the Outlaw was probably the lower of the stack, the totem pole, because I mean it was Cowboys but it still had some good cards. Like Obeka was good. It had a lot of good stuff. Like my Crack Power. It was like, it had some good cards. It really did.
Honestly, the reprint sheet, like the bonus sheet, is what saved Outlaws in my opinion. Just the reprints was good quality reprints.
Yeah. And then I mean Bloomworld was mostly unique. I mean it brought a whole new aspect to tokens. I mean Squirrels got revamped. The group hug deck. I like that. Like a lot of people was like it's a different way to play.
This is Bumbleflower.
Yeah, Bumbleflower. Oh, I love that deck. That was fun. Even the raccoon one. I mean, that's why when Urza got hit because of the ban list, I took his artifact pieces and I put it into that, and whoo, it's nasty. And I haven't had a chance to play the bird one, the offspring one. I have the
Zinnia, I think it's called.
Yeah, I have the precon still put together, but I never really play it. Like I just look at it and like it looks interesting, but it just doesn't.
It looks like it could be powerful. It's good colors too.
Yeah, to me it's like it doesn't pick up my spectrum of what I like to play.
Yeah,
but I won't doubt it. It's good. Like I've read the cards. A lot of them have synergy and all that, but my main two were definitely Miss Bumbleflower and the Squirrel deck. Those were good, and then the Duskmorn, you have those, so you can enlighten on those.
The Duskmorn, I love the precons. My favorite one is probably the Manifest Dread one, the green blue jump scare. I love that one. It's one of those decks that you're cheating big stuff into play, so it's kind of more lenient on its the average mana cost of cards, so you can be kind of a little higher in your, depending on how you build it, but it's a little more lenient on that. But just being able to flip over an Ancient Silver Dragon, hit somebody,
that was
roll a d20, draw up to 20 cards, have no max hand size.
Rolls a 1.
Yeah. And then flipping up a Hullbreaker Horror.
No, I did not like that.
I love the deck.
I did not like
I'll
that.
just say that. I love
Yeah, mass land destruction. I'm gonna respond, bounce your mass land destruction back to your hand. And it was a non-counterable one. Yeah.
The game happened last night. You can tell he's a little salty.
A little bit.
He's playing Wind Grace. He's trying to cast his land destruction. Holtbreaker Horror said no. Boink.
About to have me some seafood later. Teach him a lesson.
But yeah, so I love the jump scare deck. It's probably my favorite. Second would be, I really like the enchantment deck. I'm playing Amanatu Veil Piercer, and that one's pretty cool. Playing an Omniscience for 6 mana is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Yeah, all those decks, those were good ideas, and I don't want them to scrape the bottom of the barrel. They need to just refill and come up with more story, make a whole new story.
Mm-hmm. Even if they gotta hire like more like story writers and game designers or world design, like whatever the case is, like I think that it would be beneficial to the company overall. Like,
yep, it would.
I think most of the player base wants to see more original IP, like original ideas.
Yeah, I would. I'm in that category. I want to see some more stuff. Like, I'm not gonna hate on Universe Beyond. If that's what they want, I just don't want it to be all that anymore. Like,
right. And it kind of feels like it's getting to that point. Like half of the sets this year are Universes Beyond. Like next year, is it going to be 75%? In 3, 4, or 5 years, is it going to be 100%? Like, I don't know.
I mean, and honestly, they could even revisit Bolus because right now he's trapped in the prison realm. They could find a way to free him, make a whole new story with him.
Oh, they have so many different.
They could bring Ugin back to life with some miracle. Like, it can do a whole new story. Like with them, there's all the different stories from the different planes they could bring back. It's just.
But see, I think the kind of mindset they have is that they can bring these other IPs in. They don't have to supply the new ideas and the lore and the storytelling and the characters and stuff that's already done. They just, they collab, put their name on it, it sells.
Yeah, it's just almost like a cash grab at this point. It's like,
it's sad to see because we love the game. We love playing the game. It's just we hate to see how it's being used and abused.
Yep, definitely. What can we say? Like, when you have a dedicated fan base, you don't want to lose those. And I get like some of these new stuff. It'll attract different kind of players. Oh, that's in there now. I want to try that. Yeah. But they don't get a feel for what Magic really is, right. Like what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
we also don't want to be those doom and gloom kind of people who think negative and we only think that it's going to be bad in the future. Like, we're optimistic. Like, we want to see Magic thrive. We want to see people love the sets and new players come and stuff. But
we just don't want it to be a cash grab by the company. We want to see growth with the community, growth with the product, and just give it new life. That's what we want to see. We just don't want to see Magic fizzle out like one of our favorite games, Cardfight Vanguard. It was a great game start, and then what they did is I feel like they kept repeating it and it watered it down, and then it just fizzled and died. And Vanguard had so much potential.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't want to see it go.
Same here, man.
But, yeah, that's what we want to just bring to you, like these topics that we witnessed, and want your guys' opinions on the matter. Like, what do you feel needs to change? What do you feel is good about it? What's bad? But just all in all, we just wanted to vent to you guys our frustrations and
what we're liking, the good things.
Yep. And just give it all in one big bundle so you guys can kind of get a sense of it. For all the new players watching, some of the veterans, we get, you guys know the insides of it, and it's just we don't want the community to burn. We want it to grow. That's the whole point of us, because we're still relatively new in it. But our channel's still new, but we're still wanting it to grow. And if Magic fizzled out, That would just suck.
Yeah, for everybody, you know.
So we just wanted to share our thoughts, and I hope you guys share your thoughts with us and leave us a comment and let us know, hey, we like this, we like what's going on, we don't like it, and we'll try to bring you more of it soon. So
we only want healthy discussion too. We don't want negative fighting or anything like that in the comments. Just
let it be a good community. Let us grow together. That's what we want.
Yep.
But we hope to see you guys in another video soon, and we just hope we'll ramp your experience with something better as we go.
See you guys next time.
Yep. Hey guys, have a good one.